What's going on, guys? It's Maria. How are you doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys how to make like custom thumbnails for YouTube videos in case you want to start using YouTube for your business purposes, or even if it's just, using YouTube just to kind of document your life and just put things up there for you and your family to have. So let's get started, okay? So here is my YouTube channel, as you guys know, and recently I started using this particular thumbnail, okay? So what I use is I go to Canva, and they have tons and tons of templates in here that you can use. So actually, let's go ahead and try. Well, look at that. You can see how it says YouTube thumbnail. So if that wasn't there, you would just type in YouTube thumbnail. And then they're going to, it's going to pop up with like a bunch of different ones that you could use. I've used this one before in the past, and there's so many different ones that you can take and work with. So now let's go back a page, and we're going to go to my designs, and this is my most recent one. I had some other ones I was using along the way. This one here, I used Canva for Facebook as well, but this one I also used, but this is the one that I've been using recently. So basically, guys, what you need to do is the way that I got like the box and then the writing inside is you can go to, if you scroll down, nope, sorry, here it is, elements. See elements over here on the side, and it has the different shapes. So if you click on that, you can go through here and look at all these different shapes and stuff like that and hit the arrows. And the one that I use to make this box, that I'm going to put the writing in, is this one. So as soon as I hit that, it comes up here, as you can see. And if I wanted to change the color, you can see that there's the red box in the top left. So if you just click on that and say you wanted to make that box, white, just click on white. Right? And then you can see that there's like a little tiny bar here on the top, and the bottom, and the left and the right sides. So that means that you can size it. You can just, pick any size you want. You can make it big, you can make it small. So that's what I did. So basically what I did is I took that and I went over to, let's go to text. If you go on the left side, text. And I believe it's this one that I picked. It's add a subheading. So what I did is I clicked on that, and then this pops up, right? So all I'm going to do is kind of type over that. So let's just say I was going to type the word assets. Okay, so there we go. We have the word assets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and drag it up, but you can see how, because it's white, you can't see it. So what I'm going to do is, I know that's still there because that's what I'm working on, but I'm going to go to the text color up here, and let's just say we want to make it pink. There it is, it's pink, right? So now you can also change the size of the font. So let's say let's try 48. Okay, so let's say we're going to go with 48. Then you can kind of move it and just center it, and then you can also make it bold if you want. So basically that's how I did that. I put the black writing instead of the pink, and that's how I got the shape. So what I did is I did that shape, the elements. I did this over and over again for each box that I needed. I made the size of it that I wanted, right? And then I picked the color. So let's get rid of this. So if I wanted to just get rid of this right now, I could just, sometimes you have to click off it and click back on it again. So now we got that, and I'm going to get rid of this box, and all I'm doing is clicking on it, hitting the delete button on my keyboard. So for example, for this video that I'm making for you guys right now, I'm going to use the same thumbnail because I'm kind of liking it right now. So this is the one I'm going with, and I'm going to make the thumbnail for this video that you're watching now. And this is how we're going to do it. So I'm still going to stay with my colors. So the great thing is once you find a thumbnail that you like and you get that first one, you can just keep going back into Canva and just adjusting it like I'm going to do now for this video. So we're going to name this. So I'm going to click in there. I'm just going to highlight that, right? And it's going to be how to, and then I'm going to click off, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to change it to add a, and then in this box, I'm going to, see, you got to be careful because of the way it rolls into with my picture. So there we go. Like I said, you could always click off and then click back on. And if you make a mistake, you always have this back arrow right here too that you can hit, and it'll just undo what you did. So we're going to put how to add a thumbnail. Okay, so let's do that. And what I'm doing is I'm just centering it, right? And this is kind of big right now for the amount of information that I have. So what I might do in this case is kind of play around and shift my 2020. I'm going to move this box over maybe just to, you know, fill in that gap a little bit. Or something fun that we might do, which I like to do, is just go and open up a browser and then just type in image of thumb. Let's see what comes up with image of thumbnail. So what we want is to click on images and see what we get. And this is kind of cool, make an effective YouTube thumbnail. That's really, really neat. Let's see what else we got here. YouTube, that's cool. So what I like to do, guys, is I basically, this is exactly what I do. I scroll through and I'm kind of looking for something that I think would be kind of fun or catch somebody's attention. So let's see. That's Facebook. This is kind of cool because that's the YouTube icon there. So I think this is kind of funny. So personally, I just think that that's really kind of funny. So let's just go with that. So what I have is a tool called the snipping tool. Okay. So it's free, and I think if you just search in your search bar down here, snipping tool, you might have it on your computer already. If not, you can just search it in Google. So what I do is I just, grab a new pic, I just click on new, and then I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to, oops, I got an error, that's something I'll set aside for now, and I'm going to copy it and leave it here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to file, save as, and I just save things to my desktop, and you know, just so it's easy for me to access. So I'm just going to name this one capture thumbnail, so I know, and then save it. So another really cool thing, guys, is to let's see if it works on this particular pic. But what I do is when I take the pictures of myself, I need to remove the background of what's in it. What you want to do is open up another browser and then just type in remove background. And this is a site where I would now take that capture thumbnail image that we just did, and I'm going to upload that image here. See, let's capture thumbnail. So I'm selecting that. Let me just move myself out of the way here. and open. And see what it did? It removed all the blue from the back. So what I like it, you know, so I'm going to keep it and I'm going to download it. And you can see it's over here downloading, right guys? So I'm going to click on that. And there it is. There's the image without the blue. So what I want to do is I'm just saving it. Let's see here, guys. Let me move this over a little bit so you can see. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on it and I'm doing save as, and I'm just gonna save it on my desktop. Desktop, capture thumbnail, remove background preview. Yes, we're gonna save that because we like it. All right, and then we're gonna minimize this. And then what we want to do is we want to go back to what we're working on right now, right? So what we want to do now is we need to get that thumb back into Canva so that we can take it and use it on this little thumbnail, right? So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to move this back over for you guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to go click on uploads. And on the top it says, see how I've uploaded all my images that I use, which is really fun. And I remove the backgrounds for things with the remove background site I told you about. So we're going to upload, and we're going to upload the thumbnail that we removed the blue on, and open. And we're going to wait for it to upload. So it looks like it uploaded. Okay, so I'm going to take the word thumbnail and move it up. And maybe we'll just stick this in there because it's kind of funny. Okay, so we'll go like that. I may change that after I make this video, guys. I'm not sure, but I'm just using it now because I think it's kind of funny and it catches attention, so I may keep it. But there you have it, right? And what's really cool is if you wanted to move, see the red box around the 2020? If you wanted to, I gotta move that out of the way for a second. You can click on that and then go up to position up here and click backwards. And oh, let's click forwards. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's clicking on the 2020. So let me move that more. So I'm going to click on the red box and I'm going to click forward. Do you see what it did? It brought the red box forward on the hand. So watch the red box. Watch right here in this area. I'm going to go up. I'm going to click backward. So you see what it did? And forward. So I think the forward looks better. So I'm going to leave that. Okay. And then I am just going to kind of do like that. Pull the 2020 back in. Position the word thumbnail again. And so far it looks like that. So I think that's kind of fun actually. So the other thing is too, with the pictures, what I did, guys, is all I did is I took this picture right here and I simply dragged it over. That's all I did. And that's how I got it over here, because you can upload any kind of images that you want and things like that. Oh, it looks like it removed my thumb. So let's hit the back arrow and see. There we go. So remember I told you about hitting the back arrow? So it got back what I just almost undid. So it's a great thing. So, and again, you can also select your font. Okay. You can select your font by just clicking on one of the boxes where the words are, and then this drop down right here will give you all the different ones that you can select from. I like this one, and I like to use caps. It's just personal preference. I just think it's very easy to read, so it's easy for people to read you know, clearly versus maybe like a script or something like that, even though I really like them and they're really fun. I'm just trying to stick with something that's kind of easy for people to read. So, so we talked about how to grab the elements, grab the box. We talked about how to grab text, right? and put text in here. We talked about how to do the colors by just clicking on the box itself. And say you have a word in there, you know, or let's use this one. You have a word in there, but you want to change the background to blue. And it gets kind of goofy sometimes because you'll be trying to click on the box and then it just keeps clicking on the word. So what I do is I just slide the words out of the way. And then what I do is I just click on the box, and you know when you have the box because colors come up. Okay, so we could just click on the yellow in this case and say, you know, we wanted to make it blue. You can just scroll down and you can pick blue, which is a really cool color too, right? So that's awesome. You could do, that's how you would do the colors. And also the other thing, guys, too, is if you're looking in here and you don't see any colors that are particular to your taste that you really like, you just could you could just click on this box and move this little guy, this little like arrow or bar, and you can pick any color you want just by, let's say we're looking for pinks, guys. So I'll click on pink, and you can see how like it's really, really bright up in this corner, but then it kind of fades. It almost starts to look like a purplish kind of dark color or whatever. So it's changing it. See it right here? It's changing the box. So watch this box right here as I click. See how it's getting darker and darker and darker and darker? It's almost like really like a charcoal gray right now. So that's how you can make your own color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the back arrow and see if we can get back to my color just by doing that. And we pretty much, I think we can. Let's check it out. And if not, yep, we can. It's just by hitting the back arrow a bunch of times. Otherwise, I could have just hit my color, just went to my color and changed it that way. So that's how you do that. And there is one other thing I wanted to show you guys. So I don't like the way these are running into each other. So what I'm going to do is move my words out of the way, and then I'm going to click on this box, and I'm just going to make it a little longer. And then see if that works. Whoop, you just got to be careful where you click. That's all it is. How to, and you can always adjust the font too, so that's a little bit better. How to add a thumbnail with the picture, which is funny. Okay, so now the other thing, just so I don't forget in this video, and by the way, guys, I mean, the best way to really learn this is just start doing it, but it took me a long time to really catch on to the elements tab right here, and really that's what helped me, like, you know, get these thumbnails. It took me a little while to catch on to that, so I just wanted to make this video to help out some other people too. But best thing is just doing it and playing with it. And then the other thing is the background. This is really cool because this is how I changed it to the one that I have now. So if I just click right on my background, guys, and say I wanted to change it, let's just do blue. There you go. A beautiful blue that pops. And so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick a color that pops. So for me, it's the pink. I like that. I think it looks fun. So that's how you can do that too. So if you go through all of this and you're like, oh, I did all this work, but I don't like my background, you know, say you pick a template and you do all this work, but you don't like your background in the end, or maybe you just want to change it later on, just come to click on the backgrounds tab and just do it here. And there's a bunch of them in here that you can, you know, go through and get. And as for the picture of myself, all I did was just take some selfies, you know, remove the background like I showed you earlier, and then uploaded them. And that's how I got my pictures in here. That's how I found these images that I've been using. And I have other ones in here, older ones too, but that's all it really is, guys. I have not used videos yet or anything else really. You know, there's some photos in here, so what I would suggest is just playing with the tabs, and down here is more. There's some app integration and stuff like that. that you can look at and play with. But basically, that is how you create a thumbnail. So what we're going to do now is I like it, right? So let's say, well, let's go back to uploads. And let's say, I'm just trying to decide here. This is pretty cool, right? So let's say, let's take this picture off. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then kind of maybe use that one because that's fun, right? So I just put my picture in there, and I'm just going to kind of pull it down to where it fills that up. Oh, a little pink there. And click off it, and I like that, so we'll use that. So I'm going to download it, and I'm going to click download again, and I'm going to X out, and I'm going to click on it right here, and there it is. So I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. I'm going to do save as, and then I'm going to just save it as desktop, and I'm just going to say thumbnail. Okay, so I know that that's the final one that we want, and then I'm just going to minimize that. And then I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, guys, and this is a whole nother ball game really with YouTube, and I'm just going to show you with how we can change the thumbnail on an existing. So say you have a video uploaded to YouTube, but you want to change it. So I'm going to show you how to change it. Or just initially upload it and do it. So I'm going to use one of my videos here. So let's go to want to know a secret. So this is my YouTube channel. So if I scroll down, guys, okay, just keep scrolling down. You have to be in that certain area of YouTube where you can see, you know, you have the ability to edit over here. So say I wanted to change the thumbnail. I could do create thumbnail. Oh, let's cancel out of that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so say I wanted to change the thumbnail. I could just do this. We already know that we created it, right? So what I could do is I could click change. And then we know it's this one because we just named it thumbnail. So we'll hit open, and there you go. And that's what it's there. It's all done. How to add a thumbnail 2020. Okay, so that's how you would do that. You know, YouTube gives you like certain ones that you could use and stuff like that, but a really nice thumbnail is really important to your videos. So depending on how you want to do your thumbnails, just as long as it's nice and clear and a nice picture and things like that, that's what you could do. So that's basically it, guys. And then I would just hit save, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not putting that thumbnail on that video. So I still have to upload this video and then put the thumbnail we just did together on it. So guys, I hope that helps with Canva, how to add a custom thumbnail and change it, and how to make it in Canva. So if you have any questions, guys, just you know, you can post it below, ask the question below. You can email me. You can find me on Facebook, and it would be really, really cool if there's something that maybe you want to know how I'm doing it. Or how to do something like a tutorial or something like that. I do a lot of Facebook stuff too, so I'll be probably uploading videos on that as well. But I thought this was really cool. It might save some people some time. Just let me know. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate it. Thank you. If you haven't and you're new to my channel, guys, my name is Maria. If you would please, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when videos are going to come out, that would be awesome. And I do want to say thank you for coming to my channel and watching the videos. And if you have any questions, just comment below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.